I don't want you wasting your money on a ceramic coating. The truth is, coatings are great for some people and not a very good fit for others. And in order to figure out if one is right for you or not, we need to clear up a few myths first. So let's get started with myth number 1, which is that ceramic coating offers a high level of protection for your vehicle. The industry leans pretty hard on selling coatings as protective products because cars are expensive, and of course, people want to protect their investment. But this causes a lot of you to have unrealistic expectations of what a ceramic coating actually does. A ceramic coating is not going to turn your paint into the Terminator, although that would be pretty cool. Rather than thinking about it as a form of protection, it's more accurate to look at it as a maintenance product. By far, the biggest benefit of a coating is that it makes your car easier to clean. The paint stays cleaner in the first place, and then whatever does stick to it comes off way easier, which results in less swirl marks and wash marring. To be fair, it does protect your paint from chemicals and contaminants much better than wax, but it's not going to cushion an impact like PPF will. Myth number 2, professionals are charging you for the ceramic coating. Check this out. Say you just paid a pro detailer $1,500 to ceramic coat your car. Cool. Do you know where that money actually went? It's not the coating. This bottle will do 2 cars. Costs about $100. And while it's a bit more finicky to apply than a Carnauba wax, it really is just a matter of wiping it on and then wiping it off, or leveling off the excess product. Yeah, you gotta really focus to make sure that you don't leave high spots behind, but that's really all there is to it. So if the coating is around $50 and it takes a couple of hours to apply, where is the remaining $14.50 going? It's going to the paint correction work that is required to prepare your car for the ceramic coating. And while anybody can wipe a ceramic coating on, paint correction is a skill set that takes much longer to learn. There are a ton of variables to consider and decisions to make and just sheer experience required to do it right. Some detailers even spend thousands of dollars on paint correction training or have decades of trial and error under their belt. You aren't paying for a ceramic coating, you're paying for a paint correction. The actual job is a paint correction. The ceramic coating is just the icing on the cake that makes your results easier to maintain after. The problem is, ceramic coating is the biggest buzzword in the detailing industry, so the pros all market that as their service. So the next time you see a window tinting or a wrap shop offering to ceramic coat your vehicle for $300, now you know why. Myth number 3. This is a common one. Ceramic coating will eliminate the chance of scratches and swirl marks in your paint. It will not. I had a comment on a video once from a guy saying that everyone should just polish their paint once, apply System X or whatever ceramic coating to make it scratch proof, and thank him later. Well, he's not going to be getting a standing ovation here because he's wrong. Give me any ceramic coated vehicle and I can scratch or swirl it without even trying. The coating companies would love for you to believe this because who wouldn't want to buy a product that makes your car scratch proof? It's a no-brainer, right? But it doesn't exist. The closest thing to that would be paint protection film, but that comes with a whole different set of downsides. Maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. So ceramic coating won't stop all scratches. But there's more to clear up here than just that. Because they're rated at 9H or 10H hardness, why don't they prevent scratches then? They should. Here's the deal. The 9H hardness rating comes from the pencil hardness test, aka the Wolff-Wilburn test. But something everybody gets wrong is that they think that the 9H rating means that it's as hard as a 9H pencil. That's not what it means at all. Basically, they apply the coating to a sheet of bare metal, and then they attach a pencil to a mechanical sled that scrapes the surface. And if the surface doesn't get scratched by a 9H pencil, it receives a 9H hardness rating. So it doesn't mean that the coating is as hard as a 9H pencil, it means that it's hard enough to not get scratched by one. 2 totally different things. And yet the companies aren't exactly jumping at the chance to clear up any misinformation here because it kind of works in their favor. Real quick, there's one more issue with the pencil hardness test. A ceramic coating is going to perform differently based on the substrate that it's applied to. On hard paint, it'll be harder to scratch, and on soft paint, it'll be easier to scratch. So the same coating can perform differently on 2 different cars. Check this out. This piece of paper is pretty strong when it's on a granite countertop, right? Look what happens when I put it on a softer surface though. And since your paint has flex agents in it to keep it from cracking when you bump into it and allow it to expand in different temperatures, a ceramic coating will perform differently here than it will on bare metal. Now, with all that said, ceramic coatings do indeed lower the chance of getting scratches. But it's not because of their hardness, it's because of the way that they change the surface tension of your paint. Basically, if the surface is more slippery, objects aren't as likely to dig in to create a scratch. It's a matter of deflection. So you'll see less swirl marks from your proper wash methods, but it's not going to help you if your ex comes at your truck with her keys. Get out of here, Carrie. Myth number 4. The industry is full of 1-year coatings, 5-year coatings, 10-year coatings. This is pure marketing and nothing more. There's a bunch of variables that will affect how long a ceramic coating lasts on your paint. Perfect example. The coating on my Harley Davidson lasted 11 years, and the one on my 4Runner lasted 5. Clearly, one must be better than the other, right? They're both the same coating. Gtechniq Crystal Serum Light. The 4Runner is a daily driver, parked outside often, driven in the winter time, goes off-road. The Harley here is garage kept and it really only goes outside in good weather, and it doesn't really get much dirtier than just bug guts from the highway. I've had a 6-month polymer sealant last 3+ years on this car before. That's better than some ceramic coatings. The year rating is only useful when you're shopping to compare different options. If a manufacturer offers a 1-year coating and a 5-year coating, it's pretty safe to assume that the more expensive one is going to be about 5 times more durable. Doesn't guarantee it'll actually last 5 years. It might last 1. Might last 10. All depends on how you treat your car. Myth number 5. On that note, let's talk about lifetime ceramic coatings. There's no such thing. No ceramic coating is going to last a lifetime on a daily driver. Have you ever noticed how you can't just go out and buy a lifetime ceramic coating on your own, regardless of how much you want to spend? That's because the product doesn't exist. What you're actually buying is more like a subscription service. In order to qualify for the lifetime warranty, you have to bring your car in once or twice a year for them to inspect it. If it starts to get worn out, they reapply the top layer, or maybe even the whole thing. It doesn't actually last that long. A lifetime coating isn't a coating, it's a service. Myth number 6. Ceramic coating offers a few very real benefits, but looks is not one of them. Does a ceramic coated vehicle look better than nearly anything else on the road? Yes. But it's not because of the coating. This kind of goes back to myth number 2 again, because what you're actually seeing is the results of a paint correction. The hours of machine polishing is what creates all of the gloss and deep reflections. Some of the original ceramic coatings actually made your paint look worse. It's sort of like diluted the shine, if that makes sense. Since then, the coating companies have made a lot of progress, but their goal is really to keep it from diminishing your gloss, not really add to it. Don't believe me? Here's a clip of the results from a paint correction. At this point, the paint was completely bare. There was nothing on it at all. Now, here it is with the ceramic coating applied. It doesn't look any different because the shine and gloss was created by the correction, not the coating. Myth number 7. Unfortunately, there are people out there who spend all of the money to get the car ceramic coated and don't think that they have to wash it. You might as well just throw your money in the garbage, or better yet, give it to me. Ceramic coatings get clogged when they're neglected, and it doesn't take very long for all of their fancy water-beating characteristics to disappear. And the worse it gets, the more damage is done to the coating. A lot of times you can rescue a clogged coating by spraying a water spot remover on it, or even doing a really light polish, but you're playing with fire if you push it that far. To avoid any problems, you have to wash your car. Ceramic coatings make it easier to wash, but they don't replace the need to actually wash it. So if you're going to get a coating, make sure that you're willing to maintain it. Washing a ceramic coated car does not have to be as complicated as some pro detailers make it sound either. They're just trying to overwhelm you so that you're willing to pay them to do their 23-step wash process. Job security. But the whole reason for getting a ceramic coating is to make it easier to wash, so don't fall for that trap. Just wash it with a pH neutral soap as long as it's not super dirty, and then hit it with a ceramic sealant every few washes. Myth number 8. This is a wipe-on ceramic coating. This is a spray-on ceramic sealant. These are not the same. While they both might contain SiO2 or silicon dioxide, the wipe-on coating is much more powerful. This one is going to last you a few months. This one is going to last you a few years. Probably. So if a ceramic coating comes in a spray bottle, just know that it's not going to perform the same way as some of the wipe-on coatings that you've seen. Myth number 9. Ever since the original ceramic coatings hit the market, the phrase "wax is dead" went viral. I'm here to tell you that wax is very much alive and well, my friends. For some cars, a coating is definitely the best option. But for others, wax is still the way to go. For a lot of people, applying a carnauba wax is relaxing, and it offers a warm glow that ceramic coatings still struggle to replicate. Now, I understand that a big part of consumerism is the need to keep on chasing the latest, greatest thing. And it's great that the detailing industry is progressing with new technology and techniques. But just because a new product arrived does not change how the old products work. People first started using carnauba wax 116 years ago, and it still works exactly the same today. Coatings just created a new option for you to choose if it happens to suit your priorities. But wax didn't just all of a sudden stop working the way that it always has just because ceramic coatings came out. That was just more marketing. You starting to notice a trend here? So if you love wax and you've always used wax, there's absolutely nothing forcing you to make the switch. Now that you have a little better understanding of what to expect from a ceramic coating, check out this video if you want to see a deep dive of the application process.